What is going on, YouTube? It's your boy ITOR503, and today I will be bringing you this reaction for One Piece chapter 1083, and the chapter is called "The Truth About That Day." I guess this chapter is from what Kobe talked about that he saw on chapter 82. I'm a huge One Piece fan. I've been following One Piece since chapter 1. Since it first came out many years ago. I've been reading it, and also watching the animation, the cartoon. But yeah, with that said, One Piece chapter 1083, The Truth About That Day. On the first page, we get Doflamingo feeding a baby fallen chick, and he's making a nest for him with his coat, and he's feeding him like some type of like cookie or something. Yeah, and he has trees and everything. Looks super nice. All right. We come to the Kamabaka Kingdom. Apparently, somebody, I guess, is all the Luffy's father's peoples. He says, we accomplished everything we set out to do. I guess when they went into that Mary Joy, whatever you call it, the island where the elders are at, they accomplished what they needed to do. And Kobe's about to tell Luffy's father, Dragon, and the I forgot, Vin something, the lady person, something. All right, I'm gonna read it. It says all three objectives were taken care of. We officially declared war by destroying the celestial dragon symbol. We rescued Kuma-san, they rescued Kuma, and they freed many slaves as possible. That's good. That's awesome. They're the Revolutionary Army, man. I love the Revolutionary Army, and I think that Luffy's father is doing a good job. And it's about to be an all-out war again, man. And we're gonna go back to that Marine Ford, which I can't wait, man. I can't wait to see another Marine Ford saga. But yeah, with that, we continue to finally we managed to find and destroy the Holy Land's food reserves. So apparently Sabo and the revolutionaries destroyed their food reserves, the elders and the marines. So it's gonna be crazy. And they asked, so what was the fallout? He says it was nothing to sneeze at, but we got the world's attention, and the Navy ended up sending the big guns. Oh, the Admirals, guys. The Admirals are coming. The Admirals are coming, guys. Oh, it's gonna be crazy. He says, meanwhile, we trigger uprisings in 12 nations. Oh my god. This is Dragon talking, by the way. He says, where we held strong influence. 8 of which were successful. And then, I forgot her name. She says, well, you say 8 were successful, but one of them kingdom vanished, which was Lelouchia, which is crazy because that raid destroyed the whole entire kingdom, and that is nothing to mess with, man. That is crazy. Took out a whole kingdom. Imagine. All right. The headline censored everything, but the 7 others have all declared their intent to no longer pay the celestial tribute or comply with the exploitative exporting of their resources. So they're not giving resources or food or anything to the celestial dragons. So the celestial dragons, the 5 elders, and Navy, they're about to suffer, man. Oh snap! On top of that, the Revolutionary Army is attacking the government supply carriers all over the world to stop resources from reaching Mary Joyce. Basically Mary Joy. whatever, however you want to say it. But yeah, so they're attacking their food supply ships, making sure that they don't get to them, and the people there at Mary Joa are gonna run out of food. Man, that's crazy. They say the Holy Land's high up location makes it an impenetrable fortress. So yeah, they got the admirals over there, but they'll see how they like living under siege. They'll finally get a taste of what it is to live in poverty and go hungry. Yeah, because this whole time they were, the high mighty. They were like the top of the government. Like all the Celestials, man, it's gonna be crazy. We'll see what happens. And he says, hee haw. So, and he's like cheering, he's happy. What? And he says, that's what I call a result. Indeed, Dragon says, indeed, we may not be able to cut off all their supplies, but we're squeezing them slowly but surely. They seem to be struggling by now, Dragon says. And then we switch to another page, and it says, as expected though, they're not a foe who will just take all this lying down. Jeez. Our battle will start when they mobilize. Wait. And it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait, 3. It's like 8 or 9 people there, and we don't know who it is. He says, Dragon says, God's knights. Oh. So I guess these are the knights of the celestial dragons. So they might be like CP0 or something like that, but for the celestial dragons. That's crazy, yo. And yeah, this person in the middle right here, this character in the middle, it looks like a character that we know. And from what I think about it, the way his posture is and everything that's going on in One Piece, it does look like Shanks. And he also looks like what's his name? The penguin guy with the frozen thing. Aokiji. He looks like Aokiji, but yeah, it's like really weird, his posture. He might be like a clone or something, we don't know yet. So I can't wait till next episode to find out. Sorry. So yeah, we'll see next episode. The next page they say, you realize you will be their number one target, right, Sabo? So since Sabo saw everything that was going on and they attacked, everybody's gonna go after Sabo. That is crazy. They're gonna have to watch out for Sabo. Or should I start calling you the Flame Emperor Boy? And he says, I'm not too hot on that name. It doesn't matter. Kobe said that, and now Dragon says, it doesn't matter what the truth behind King Cobra's assassination is. The news reports have made you a hero already. Dragon, okay. He says in the next page, in the eyes of the revolutionaries everywhere, authority figures within the world's governments are hated for being subhuman monsters, while there are certain many malignant, power-hungry despots who deserve that reputation. Wow. There are also a number of intelligent and fair rulers too. That's right. But there are a lot. I think that not all, because we saw that one celestial dragon that was really bad at the beginning, and then he turned good. Not all the celestial dragons are bad, but mostly all of them are bad and evil. So now with that, the celestial dragons are about to go hungry, man, or something's gonna happen that they're gonna have to, get their supply, because they're running out of food supply. Basically, the revolutionaries are taking that away from them. Okay, we're gonna move on to the next page, and he says, in Arabasta's kingdom, Cobra was in a class of his own. Everyone considered him to be an outstanding sovereign. Good king. Excuse me, guys. Unfortunately, misinformation spreads faster than nuisances like that. This might be cold to say, but while I feel bad for what happened to King Cobra, you really are unshakable. And Sabo says, I think I can live with the way this all played out if it helps fuel the flames of rebellion. And then he takes a sip of his coffee or some water or something because they were all on the table. And then he gulps it and then slams it back on the chair. I mean, on the table. Then spits it out. And then he says, spit it out already. He says, what really happened? Is there any truth behind this coup? And then Vichan, I guess, well, I don't know her name. It says, we all shed tears over this, desperately trying to find an explanation. Desperately trying to find an explanation. Because we all wanted to believe in you. Okay? So basically, they did believe in him, and he did complete what he went there to do, and now the Celestials are suffering. Over a month ago, at the home of the gods in the holy land of Marijawas, not long after the revelry began, they're attacking the home of the gods, which is Sabo and the revolutionaries. Basically, they went and attacked the Celestials. The Celestial dragons, we see they're in like a town. And a lot of fire and eruptions are going on. They're like, get out of here and help us. He says, help us, you lousy bureaucrats. They blew up the storehouse. The intruders are with the revolutionary army. We're under attack. It's our 4 captains. Basically, they're in the land of Marijawa where all the Celestials are. They're attacking them. He says, one of the Celestials says, this is outrageous. First they attacked the beloved symbol. And now the plebs have taken away our exquisite food. Does the jealousy of the vermin know no bounds? I don't even want to keep the heads. Just dispose of them at once. Basically, yeah, he doesn't even want them to live. He just wants them to be gone. That celestial dragon. After that, summon all of the dreadful bodyguards and have them executed. So they want the bodyguards to take care of the problem, and then they want the bodyguards to be disposed of because they're not doing their job. Basically, that is just horrible, man. Those miserable wretches allow this to happen on their watch. One of the celestial dragons says, "You depraved snail." And one of them is like hitting a pirate. I told you to hurry. And he's like with the whip or something. What will you do if something were to happen to me? I've had enough. I'll walk myself. Oh wow. So basically he was walking on top of him and he couldn't walk no more, and he just, oh man, it's just bad. Man, the Celestial Dragons are just bad, guys. They're just bad news, man. I'm telling you guys. They're going to get what's coming, though. They're going to get what's coming. Because the Revolutionary Army is not going to be playing, man. He says, consider yourself fire, you useless piece of trash. That is really bad. And then they kick him. But, he didn't kick him. He was about to hit him or something, or shoot him with a gun. And then, what's his name? The crow guy from the Revolutionary Army, which is one of the leaders, smacks the gun away from him with a swoop that he did, called Crowing Suit. He says, my gun, who do you think you are? That's what the Revolutionary Army told him, because he took his gun. He says, escape to the east of the city. And then the captain, the pirate that was being mistreated like really bad, says, okay, it's the Revolutionary Army, one of the bodyguards says. And they all start shooting at them. He says, get Saint Plumbing to safety. Plumbing, I don't know how to say his name. Plumbing, I guess. Let's riddle this scum with bullets. Blast him still. Blast him till there's nothing left of him. And then he disappears and travels up to the city. I mean, not to the city, to the building. And they're like, huh? Really? There's nothing left? Don't tell me he's gone. And then he just teleports behind them. That's crazy. You see like a flash, just like aura, just going underneath their feet and stuff, and they're all confused as to where he went. And then he appears behind them with a huge attack, guys. It's called the Obeli suit. And his name is Karasu. Yeah, that's them. Karasu, the crow guy. We know some of his powers, but I guess Oda is showing us some more. Northern captain of the Revolutionary Army, Karasu, ate the soup fruit. Alright. And then we see the bunny commander called Lindbergh, a southern captain of the Revolutionary Army, Lindbergh, on top of a building. He's looking at the explosions and stuff. And he says, they're really going at it over there, which is where the crow guy is. And then he says, they're headed this way. Hurry up and release everyone. And then he says, leave it to me, the bunny guy, to the crow guy. And then we see an Admiral, what was his name? Fujitora. Yeah, we see Fujitora come at him. He's going to go against the crow. They're fighting. Yo, this is crazy. And it looks awesome. It looks super awesome. We see chains being broken and the prisoners being released from their chains as the bunny guy shoots their chains and cuts them free, lets them free, releases them. He says, hurry up, gather at the east side of the city. We're gonna get you out of here, okay? And they all say, thank you so much, thank you so much, thank you so much. When they said, thank you. You can thank us when you're free. That's what the bunny guy says. Rencon is the attack that the crow guy gives Fujitora, and Fujitora protects himself. He says, Fujitora, what do you think you're doing? I'm calling in a meteor strike. Oh, and you see Fujitora with that sword, getting ready to open it so he can cut, and the meteor's gonna come down. And he says, the other admiral is there too. They're both fighting. He says, don't be an idiot. That's a terrible idea. Somebody says there are two admirals here. If we were anywhere but in the home of the gods, that'd be more than enough power to turn any battlefield upside down. And then we see the western captain of the Revolutionary Army, Morley, the big guy with the spear. That was in chapters earlier with Sabo underneath Mary Joa. Like he does he has some type of power, like mud power, rock power, and he was underneath. But yeah, he says, "Oh my, this boy sure likes to play rough. You're the ones destroying the city," says the admiral. Just cough up where your leader went off to. You shouldn't sniff around and stalk people, you dirty little perv. That's what he says. And then we see the CP0 pop up. The rest of them, Choppa, and the guy that goes, yo, 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 yo. Even if you ignore the handicap, the Revolutionary Army captors are doing well. And they're standing their ground, Choppa says. Just goes to show there are no pushovers. And then we see another. I'm gonna go down the page. You see, he says, "You're as bad as him. Watch where you're swinging, Ryokugyu. You bastard. Well, I'll see to it that you hang if any of us get hurt." One of the Celestials is telling him, and then he says, "Damn, it's impossible to fight here. Get out of the way already," to the Celestial. Oh, wow. So on top of that, the Admirals cannot do nothing because the Celestials are there, and they're trying to protect the Celestials. And the Celestials are pushing them, saying, you better make sure nothing happened to us. And since they're in the way, they can't even fight. It's like they're having a tough time, guys. They're having a tough time. And then the crow guy says, Sabo, don't you have the keys to get to the collars yet? He says, I just found out where they were keeping them. It won't be long. And then you see Sabo running, using his power and stuff. And then he says he sees Kuma. Says, Kuma-san in Pangea Castle too? What? I just spotted him with that dumb father and son Saint duo, Roswald and Charles. And he has a snail, communication snail. And he's talking to the crow guy of what he sees. They must still be looking to get revenge for that thing we heard about at the public courtyard. Wow. And then you see Sabo, chief of the staff of the Revolutionary Army, Sabo. I'll make her my pet, he says. He hasn't given up on getting Shirahoshi. So basically, this is the saint or celestial dragon that was trying to go after Shirahoshi, but then the other celestial dragon beat him up because he remembered who Shirahoshi was, and they saved him back in Fishman Island. And then we move to Shirahoshi, and she says, I won't forgive them from using Kuma-san like this. Yeah, we won't let them get away with this. Morley, make sure everything's ready. And then they say okie dokie. And then you see Shirahoshi. Yeah, I guess that was Sabo talking. But you see Shirahoshi happy and clapping in a big room. And then you see Bonnie running, and she says, Father. And then I guess this was before they met with Luffy's team back on the other island they're at. But yeah, we move to CP0 talking to Vivi. And then Vivi says, can't you bust off? I'd rather have Vice Admiral Garp's help. And then you see Lucci, and he says, don't worry, we'll protect you. Like you protected Shirahoshi, Vivi says. Oh wait, you didn't. And that creep's definitely going to target her again. She says to Lucci. Yeah, Lucci didn't do nothing, man. That's what she don't want him there. And then Cobra appears and says, I'm afraid only King Cobra has been permitted an audience with the 5 elders. But, and then you see Shaka and Pell, his bodyguards. This won't take long, and it would be tedious for you to wait outside. It'd be a much better use of your time to look out for Vivi, he says. Cobra says. She's always been a mischievous one. You can't let her out of your sights, not even for a second. And then that's the end of chapter 1083. And then we see something that says what's the purpose of this meeting and what happened. So I guess we won't see that till next chapter, but that is really good because I want to know. I know we all want to know what's gonna happen with this meeting with the 5 elders, because I think the 5 elders are hiding something, and they're gonna probably do something to him, or we don't know yet. But yeah, everything's gonna go crazy in a little bit. Can't wait to the next chapter. It looks awesome, yo. It looks awesome, you guys. But yeah, the meeting with Cobra and the 5 elders is gonna be good. I wonder what they're gonna be talking about. I know that the Revolutionary Army is destroying right now the food supply of the Celestials and the Navy, basically, and they're having a tough time because Fujitora and Rio I don't know how to say his name, but the other Admiral, they're having a tough time fighting the Revolutionary Army and their captains, because the Celestials are in the way, and the Celestials are basically telling them that if they get hurt, they're gonna basically punish them. and make sure they lose their rank. And since they're the top rank, the Admirals can't even do nothing. They're having so much trouble fighting the Celestials. I mean, the Revolutionary Army captains. But yeah, we also saw Lucci. I wonder what Lucci's gonna do with Vivi, because Vivi doesn't want him around since she can't even. Since Lucci didn't even protect Shirahoshi from that Celestial Dragon. But yeah, this is gonna be amazing, guys. I can't wait. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I haven't reacted to One Piece videos in a while, manga in a while. But yeah, with that said, I hope you guys enjoyed the chapter, and don't forget to like and sub, and yeah, comment on the video your favorite parts for this chapter. It's all going. I can't wait to see Luffy. I can't wait to see another Marineford, guys. I'm waiting patiently for another Marineford War style of episodes, because I remember Whitebeard and his crew, and it was amazing. So yeah, with that said, I hope we see Dragon use his